So today I'm out at the nature center. Had to shoot some time lapse for a video I'm going to be making on how to combine it in Photoshop for someone that was asking a question about it. And unfortunately it's not too cloudy, so whatever. Also I'm testing out the Lytro Field Camera I got for like 25 bucks, 35 bucks, and seeing how that handles. It's not going to be great, but give it a shot. And I'll post some pictures in a little bit. Alright, so one issue with the Lytro camera is the lens cap. It's magnetic and it just sticks to the front of the thing, which is pretty cool, except it's not a very powerful magnet, so it tends to fall off. I have it in my pocket and it keeps falling off, so I just put a rubber band around it just to hold it on. I have to see if there's some other way to fix it so it doesn't fall off anymore. And it's got a couple modes on it, an art type mode and a regular shooting mode. I'm trying both out. Don't know how it's gonna work out, but we'll see. It's interesting. It's hard to hold to take pictures of stuff because it's a square. So when you're trying to hold it up to take a picture, you sort of got to hold it like this or like this. So it's not like a normal camera where you can just easily hold it and it's got a good grip. So it does make it a little difficult, but it's not too bad so far. The screen's so small in the back that it's hard to see what the pictures actually look like. So once I get it on the computer, it should look a little better, hopefully. And we'll see if it was worth the 25 bucks. I mean, it's nice to play with, something for like macro stuff if I want to do that, if it comes out good. And just, just to play with, just a toy. So I'm gonna go home and I'll edit the pictures and put them up in this video for you to check out, and you can make your own call on it if it's worth it or not. I don't know, for a toy, it's not anything professional or anything like that, but it's something to have, something to play with. Who knows? I mean, if you maybe under the right conditions and all, it could be a pretty cool little camera to carry around, but we'll see. Alright, another issue I found with the Lytro is the back screen. If the sun is shining on it, like it is on this one, you can't see anything on it, so you don't know if you're actually getting a picture or not, if it's focused or not. Even though it's not desperate to focus, it couldn't do it later, but still, if you can't see what you're aiming at, how are you supposed to get a decent shot, you know? And other than that, and holding it weird, not being able to see what you're shooting at when you're trying to get something low, like a macro shot. So you're sort of guessing at that point, so you just shoot at it and hope you get it, and then check it out later once you get back to process it. So I'm getting ready to head out of here and go and check out the images, see what I got, and I'll be posting them in the video. Alright guys, instead of just putting the pictures up in the end of the video, I decided to show you the Lytro editing program. So once you plug your Lytro in, you'll actually download all your pictures from the Lytro into their program here. So it'll go into the library here. As you can see, I'm in the edit section. You got the info. It shows you the file name, the shutter, so all that stuff. The mode it's in every day. Most of these are creative, which is gives you a little more flexibility on where you're focusing and depth of field and stuff. But so either way it works. But and here you got your editing section where you can actually change it. You can change your aperture too. Apparently, if you go to export it as a JPEG or something, you can actually change your aperture up to f16. That way the whole picture is in focus. I've tried it with one picture and it came out and it looked right, but it was pictures only seem to come out at like 5 megapixels, give or take. But you can export them as TIFF, JPEGs, PNGs, all different kinds of stuff. So you do have some options. Plus you can share it to 500px, Facebook, and to the Lytro website, which I'll post a link to the Lytro page of mine, so you can go and play with the refocusing images, which I'll be showing you in a couple of seconds. I haven't tried posting to these two yet, so I don't know what it looks like when it goes to that. You can also send it to Photoshop to edit it if you want, or you just export it as a TIFF, and you can do it in Lightroom or Photoshop or both. Let's see. So I took a lot of pictures today with the Lytro, and yeah, it was so-so. So I have some pictures that came out good, some that were eh. You can see by the, you can see like it's out of focus, but I'll show you something neat shortly with it. But like these two here, yeah, there's nothing you can do about these. These are just so totally blown out, and yeah, there's no way to save that. And this one's the same way, it's all blurry. But it's hard to tell with the 1.5 inch screen on the back if it's coming out good or if it's blown out, blurry, or whatnot. You know, you really can't tell until you get it in an editing program. Alright, so here you go. Here's a picture. I was actually taking a picture of this here. This plants or whatever they are. But you can see back here is in focus. Here is not. But with the Lytro, it actually is all in focus in theory. And if you click here, it changes the focusing to the front. So you can click on different ones, different things, and that's in focus. Everything else is blown out. So you can actually play with it, and then you can export it as it's focused on this. So these berries here, you can focus down the berries or the tree. This one here, you can focus on the box or the background. This is actually a light bulb in a piece of a tree, which is weird. I don't know how it happened, but it is. And you see, you can focus on the back and the front. But like this one, you can focus on the tree or the grass, but you can see it's, or on the moss, but you can still see it's not perfect. I think I needed to be closer for it to actually truly work better. And same with these mushrooms or fungus. It's sort of focused on this one here, but if you actually focus on the one in the back, it actually looks better than being focused on the front, because it's focused on just part of it. Like this looks blurry to me here. But if I click there, that this is blurry. But if you click this one back here, that looks perfectly in focus. And then this one's blown out. This one was interesting. So you got all these vines and thorns. Boom. So that's pretty cool. Excuse me. Same with this. The trees don't. You just focus between them. Even on different parts of the tree trunk, you can focus on. This sign, I was only maybe 2 feet, if that, away from it. And this is how it came out looking with the background in focus, but you just click on that. So for this thing, oh, this little bug here, this came in focus, but then you click on him. Tiny little guy. I was probably only a few inches away from him when I took that. You can see for that, the refocusing is pretty cool. But the camera needs to be in like just the right settings for it to work. If it's too dark, it's not going to work very well. If it's got a 2.8 or 2 or 2.8 lens in it, so you know it's wide, but it doesn't really do well in, excuse me, do well in a dark situation. But in the good lighting, like this one here, and even this one here, you can see what it's like It's pretty bright. Not, and if it's too bright, then it overpowers it and it just ruins it too. So you really gotta watch where you're. Oh, here you go. All right, so at f16, you can see how the whole picture's in focus, and then you can go down to f1. Everything's blown out. So yeah, it looks like it goes to f2. Is its normal setting? But for that, it's pretty cool. I'll be, like I said, I have these all uploaded to the Lytro site. So you can, I'll put a link in the description below, and I'll have it flash up on the screen here. So you can actually go to the site where these pictures are uploaded to, and you can play with the different focusing and all that. Since I only spent like $25 or $35 on this thing, it's not bad to play with. I haven't really gotten to the macro part. I mean, these are sort of macro, like this one, but I'm sure under the right conditions, this can actually come out pretty decent. Obviously, this is the first generation of it, so it's not going to be as good as like the newer one that looks like a DSLR, because it's got more mega rays. I think this one only has like 11 mega rays, whatever that is. So you really don't have megapixels or anything like that. So the pictures come out to about, I think, 1080 by 1080 or something. So they're not huge. And like I said, when they export, they only come out to about 5 megapixels or so. I haven't tried editing one in Photoshop and exporting it, see if it's any bigger, but I doubt it will be. But anyway, that's how what the Lytro is. It's, like I said, it's not a bad little toy to play with. I don't think I would have spent the 115 or 135 that like all the other websites like Amazon and B&H are selling them for. Definitely not worth that. So if you want to get one just to play with, I would go and get one off of I got mine off of eBay for, like I said, $25 or $35. And yeah, for that, it's not bad. I like playing with it. Like I said, some pictures. Let's see. Like this one here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's in sharp focus. And this one is really can't focus because I wasn't close enough, so it doesn't do as well. But you can see, under the right conditions, they don't come out looking too bad. And these haven't been edited at all, except for being uploaded onto here. So if I can upload it into Lightroom or Photoshop, I might be able to edit a little bit better and make it really pop a little more. But, for straight out of the camera, it's not too bad. I said I wouldn't go and spend over $40 for one of these. I don't think. Maybe 50 at the most. Definitely not worth the 100 something that these other places are charging. So if you want to get one to try, and I got the 8 gigabyte version. It's all internal memory, so you have to decide 8 gigabytes or 16. You can also, it also has an app for your phone, and it does have Wi-Fi built in, so you can put it on your phone in their app and edit it and upload it to the Lytro site. I haven't, probably the 500px and Facebook. I haven't really checked that yet. But I'm not sure if when you upload these to those other two sites, if they go as live pictures like it does to the Lytro site, or if it actually turns them to JPEGs. I don't know. I haven't tried that yet, but I don't think I'll be posting them to those sites anyway. Not until at least after I edit them in Photoshop or Lightroom first. So that's what I think for the Lytro Field Camera. Like I said, not a bad toy to play with, but using it for like a professional reason or anything like that, not really. But to play with and have some fun with, I carry it around with me just to take quick shots of things, just on the whim. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on the Lytro. Have a good one.